Folks, welcome to Pasadena, California, and the beautiful Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. This is a setting so beautiful, so perfect, it almost looks like a movie set. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. The action on the field. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So the Seminoles offense comes on the field first today. Here comes that star wide receiver with the swag that kind of rubs opponents the wrong way, Kirk, because he's saying, I don't care who you are, I'm going to embarrass you today.
Well, Chris, there's a rumor that this guy actually DMs the opposing corners before the game that he's going to go up against, as if to say, hey, it's going to be a long day for you today. But the wild thing is he actually comes out and single-handedly unravels defenses to the point that by the end, it looks like he's in the heads of the opposing secondary.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice, accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, we've talked about this guy all week. We sat down with him yesterday in the production meeting. He had that look in his eye that he thought he might have a big day. And, man, is he off to a good start. Play after play, matchup after matchup, this guy puts the ball right on the money to give them big yards through the air.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner trying to create good field position. And the returner will be brought down. So the UCLA Bruins offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Quick completion with the tight end. Physical run earns the first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best to ever play the game.
They bring him down after a short gain there. Pass caught, second down now.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Can they pick up the first on the ground? In the clear at the 25. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Bruins. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Point after, knocked right through. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Again, makes it second and medium. And the tailback's got it again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
He'll hand it off. He gains 9, so it's second and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he'll set up to throw. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot in what will be the final play of the first quarter. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. After a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. Finding space at the 20. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. And the Seminoles looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Receiver makes the catch, and the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a form tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 3rd and goal, looking to throw the ball. He gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, yeah, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
14, UCLA, 7.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the UCLA offense takes the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught quickly.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's got it. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Catch made on the left side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Can he get there on the ground? And the Noles keep the football on the move. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st. Good execution on the option.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now. Offense behind the sticks facing a 2nd and long. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on a screen. A change of direction. And we're able to get him down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Quarterback operating an empty set. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Bruins come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down. We're going to throw the football. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Bruins. This offense really clicking. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver are perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking for a deep completion. The ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Gets some space around the 30. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain here to move the sticks using his feet. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. And the Bruins will line up now. It's 1st and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And the defense says, not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, UCLA. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
The turn begins inside the 10. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. One more play before they head to the locker room. And the runner takes off to his right. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. The Noles will kick it off to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? The returner is brought down. It's a start of the next drive. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Finding some room at the 25. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense.
He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. And he drops back in the gun. He's running out of time here. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
He'll pitch it. Solid tackle, able to get him down. And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
I thought there might be some initial penetration by this defense. The offense decides to run it up the middle, and I got to give all the credit to this back. He saw just where he needed to go, uses that vision to get this touchdown.
And the PAT is good.
Florida State, 21.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. And there's the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so second and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here's the handoff on a counter. And they'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
New center down to the offense, first and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Important second down play coming up. Handoff in a single back formation.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down. The Bruins will bring their punt team onto the field. Kick goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball near the 20-yard line. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Finds room at the 30. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. So the offense with the first and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brewer. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. And it's UCLA with the lead. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. He did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. And we know this time it's on.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's caught. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The Bruins will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play.
And here comes a deep shot. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter, it's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
There's a wide-open receiver, complete. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looking to scramble now. Finding space at the 20. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st-and-goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And he knocks that one right through. Jubilation on the sidelines. They've taken the lead in the final seconds. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? And the offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. The offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock,
he'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. But they put a lot of points on the board, Kirk. The offense really clicking today, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah,